sound like a good idea or feel like a good idea, I'm not. And
Mhm.
and people really, really need to learn, to and like you're doing, like nurture each of those lists. It's not a bad thing to say no. I don't want to do that. Why don't you want to do that? And the thing is that if you rationalize it and you truly understand why you're doing it, because if it just comes from a place of fear, then you might be holding out on yourself. But if it's because it's not enjoyable or because something just feels off, then but you gave yourself a try or two, because
Yeah.
sometimes you need to try a second time and you go like, okay, I'm certain that I don't like doing this. But a lot of people, I don't think I'm gonna like that. Have you tried that piece of sushi? Have you tried that ingredient on a pizza? Yes, pineapple and ham can coexist in a pizza, and no one's gonna die about it. Oh God.
Anchovies don't work on pizza. I've tried. I tried it. It was just not for me. Just
I,
not for me.
I like it. The thing is that anchovies have such, it's, you either like anchovies or you don't. You don't kind of like anchovies.
No, it's
This
one of those.
isn't ketchup.
Yeah, no. It's one of those things where you either really like it or you really don't. And I just realized I really don't. But if you like it, hey,
No,
like power to you, right? I mean, I'm not here to.
I like it, but I recognize that, I sometimes feel for my wife if we're having a meal and I order something with anchovies and I go like, yeah, okay, let me make sure that I drink a lot of water so that I don't kill her at a close distance with our conversation.
No, no, I professionally, I think it's super important to have those no's in there. I actually, so I'm doing, and although it's technically a day job, it's a temp job. I only agreed to work like 2 days a week, and I realized after last week that I'm not going to be there very long. But I just like one of those things where you just again, it's a conscious thing. I've said like in my head, I've said no. Now I know eventually it's going to play out in real life that no is going to translate into the universe somewhere, somehow, some way, and then I know this, right? I have given myself if I last a month, it's everything I need to go to what's next, and that's basically what I'm doing. I'm going to last 1 month. I do my month, then I walk away because I know deep down on the inside that it will not work out, and there's no point in me sticking around to something that will do like makes you feel that way on the inside. It's not fun. It's not happy. It's not.
And it can go on for way too long.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
and I can speak to that. I won't speak in depth to that, but that can really happen.
No, it does. We all have it. Like I think one of the most honest things we can like if you don't I'm in a good position for another little bit about not really needing to go or do anything or anywhere right now, which is great. It gives me a lot of leverage. But even if I had nothing, I've come to the point in my life where it's like I'm either going to do the things I really love to do, right? And I don't care how I do it, one way or the other. Whether I am in a nice place in a mean place, I'm just going to do those things. That's where I've hit. That's where I've hit this life. I'll do other things if I have to along the way for short periods of time, but I know the transition is this is what I want to do. This is about where I want to go. This is about who I want to be, and everything else does not matter. And it's very freeing. It also means like I mean it's going to be uncomfortable at times because there is a lot of what can I put how do I put this you have to go through I think a filtering process even in the no's sometimes to get to the yeses you want, and I think that's where I'm at right now is I'm filtering my no's, and that's a very it's a very
And there are different types of no's also.
yeah
There are no's in terms of the moment. Right now,
yeah
I can't do this.
yes
There's a no that I'm not gonna do it, but if I have to, I'll do it. And there's a no like, please block me on social media, and just get away from me.
I've never gotten to that point with anyone yet. I've been
But
very
you
lucky I
could,
think.
you could, and I've seen people that have gotten to that point. And they go like, I don't know if I should do it. And I'm like, do it, see how it feels, and if it feels bad, then unblock the person. 3 days later, man, that was so good. And I'm like, see, tell me in a week how you feel. And it's like, that was the best decision. And it's like, sometimes cutting ties from people that are
Oh
toxic it feels impossible, and it's not.
No, actually, so I've never had the block. I've never had the blocking, but I've unfriended people. Like I've literally like I've done like I'm just gonna unfriend you, right? And I'm walking away from that. I don't feel I necessarily need to block you. I haven't had someone that will follow me once I get past to the unfriend stage yet. Now, then
No.
if I get someone that will follow me, like when I get to that point, then maybe the ban hammer comes down. But it's just like I've seen like some strange blocks too. A buddy of mine shared something. This was during the height of COVID insanity, and then all of a sudden, the immediate response was, and it was innocent. Like it wasn't like it was a terrible thing he was saying. It was actually like someone trying to say something nice, a positive thing during this possibly, and it was like this information is factual, and I'm blocking you. I'm like, wait, what? Like there was literally like, and that's like I never want to be that blocker.
No.
I never want to be that guy.
No.
I'd rather,
And we've had the conversation about people during COVID and not judging people during these times. You don't have to judge them, but you also don't have to take their bullshit.
yeah, no, absolutely, no, totally, no. I totally agree with that. But I wasn't in that case. It was just something out there.
I'm gonna block you. It's some people. It's like, okay, so here's a soapbox for the next occasion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it, right? That was. It wasn't like one of those where it's like, no, people are crazy. No, it's just like, no. I saw that. I was like, I'm never gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be like, I'll unfriend you, and if you follow me, maybe then I'll think about blocking you. But it's like.